We're in Mineral Point, Wisconsin, where I have a space at Crazy Frank's Indoor Flea Market. And this is just kind of the outside of the building. I'm going to take you inside and I'm going to show you my permanent vendor space. There's a lot of antiques, over 100 vendors, I'm told. Alright. And the front counter. Popcorn machine. And just wall-to-wall antiques everywhere here. This is a very large place, just about anything antique or unique. I mean, it's considered an indoor flea market, not an antique mall, which I like very much because I create a lot of my own things, not just antiques. I'll show you my space and then I'll take you into some of the other spaces. Kind of walk down this aisle here to get to mine. So mine is the one with the 4th of July Uncle Sam and the big smile. I've had this space for, let's see, 3 months. I've done very well here. Here you have to kind of set up your own walls and your displays. So what I've done is for the front, I have 2 hay bales, a burlap pillow I made with then stenciled vintage across. That changes. I've set saddles on there. That is one thing that sells very well in my booth. If I don't price them too high or beat up old saddles, I sell them every time I throw them in here. And then I put an arbor as kind of a walkway into my individual space since there's so many here. Kind of sets it apart. And then I've draped it with burlap. Made these burlap curtain tiebacks. I'll show you the other one, it's easier to see. With little different colored flower burlap. And if you're a fan of Pinterest, you've probably seen these on there. I just loved them, so I had to recreate them. Here's still the outside, another hay bale. You know, some old horse yokes. Sold a lot of stuff recently. I had an old rusty tricycle sitting there. Take you inside. Here's some frames, just a little contemporary burlappy art I made. They're supposed to look like little bird nests, and there's an egg. There's 2 of them there, 2 pictures, but each one has one blue robin's egg. Okay, I'm going to take you inside. I have this table for a display. Here's a burlap tablecloth that I made with just some pretty lace strips and burlap roses. I've actually sold one of those for $59. She took it right off my table, so I made another one. Some old photos. They don't sell that great, really. I don't think I have them priced bad either, but I probably wouldn't spend much on any more photos. Now these little guys sell well. They're just burlap rolls. 4 inches, 5 yards, 4 inches wide. I sell them for $3. If you wanted to put these in your shop, get tree wrap. What they are is burlap tree wrap, and they're way less expensive than if you buy them at a superstore or by the yard. And then you can sell them cheap in your store, and people love you for that, and you can still double the price. I made some magnets out vintage jewelry. Just bought the magnets and glued them with that E6000, or is that what it is? Glue, jewelry glue. Here's another. Hi, I'm doing a video. Here's another roll of burlap that I sell. These are 36 inches wide. 3 yards at 36 inches wide for $6, which seems cheap, but that's actually double what I pay. And if you wanted to put these in your store, you need to buy landscaping burlap. It's way cheaper than by the yard. They sell great in my store. These little jars, of course, $6.99. They sell great. These have sat here a little bit, but I restock these all the time. I'll have one person come in for a wedding and buy 9, 10 at a time. There's a little pillow up there, burlap pillow I made, sitting in a basket. Now, this is a white plant stand that I have these mannequin heads on. These are handmade headbands that I make. They're upcycled old vintage linens, old vintage jewelry. And they sell pretty good in here too. Here's another one. Alright. And in the back here, I have 3 old doors that I got at a salvage. It's called Restore. It's actually, I think, Habitat for Humanity. Just hinged them together, put a beam across the top, draped it with grapevine and burlap, hung a chandelier, and it's a beautiful backdrop. Get a lot of compliments on that. Some other things. This space I try to do a little more farmhouse chic and primitive. I have some old saws and trunks, an old stool, apple baskets, another hay bale back here, an upcycled cabinet door. It's sideways there, but that's an old cabinet door that I also got from Restore. Put some hooks on and put some chalkboard paint in there. Old chandelier. Here's some cool upcycled boots. I just folded them down and put lace and belts and t-shirt string. Let's see. Made some pillows. This is a cool little lamp made out of burlap, ruffles. You know, the lamp was probably $3, and then I just added my own shade and added burlap. Let's see. These little some curtain tie-back flowers made out of burlap that I make. They sell well. They're easy to make. And if you comment and want me to do a tutorial, I totally would do one on that. Sell those for $8.99 a piece. Made this little primitive bunny. He's kind of cute. Take some old boots from Goodwill. It doesn't matter if they're leather or not, if you're going to paint them. And then I stuck a jar inside, and you can put your own spring flowers in there. Now these I just stuck in this shop. I have several other shops, or a couple other shops, but they sell well. Trying it out. This is actually a knotted fringe burlap, no sew, super easy. Should do a tutorial on those. They're easy to do. Okay, let's see. Then I have this I like this old wooden trunk. I took the top off and hung a chandelier inside of there. It's just another neat way to add lighting, and lighting's huge for me. I would hate to have a space where I wasn't able to have lighting. Alright, well that is my space here. I'll take you next door, give you an idea of what some of the other spaces here are like. I haven't met this lady, but I really like her stuff. She has pretty linens and furs. They do a nice job. She's right next to my space here, and I'm glad because I like her style. Neat old lamp. right across from me, they have saddles too, but they have nicer, newer saddles you'd actually use. Mine are always beat up. I think I've sold 5 saddles in my space in 3 months, and I don't put them in all at once. Okay. Well, that is my space. This is Crazy Frank's in Mineral Point, Wisconsin, and thank you for taking a look.